Hey everyone, I hope you're doing well. So if your mind is like my mind, it doesn't like where we are. It wants to be someplace different. Like if you're watching this YouTube video now, the mind wants to be taking a walk, going to the mall, getting food. It usually doesn't want to be here, the mind. It's like that phrase, the grass is always greener on the other side. Well, that's the mind. It always wants to be someplace else. But we have to realize that we can't change where we are till we accept where we are. Because mind is protesting, which creates all this stress, this suffering. Well, protesting suffering that this moment is not good enough and we have to be someplace else. I'm only watching this video because I'm bored, but I really want to be doing this. That's what the mind says all the time. But we have to realize, like I said before, if we really want to change this situation, first we have to accept this situation. Because if we're refusing, we're pushing against it, then we really cannot change. It just keeps the same thing going over and over again, maybe different flavors of it, but it's still the same thing that life isn't really changing. It's because of that acceptance piece. Most people do not accept this moment. They protest this moment. They resist this moment, which creates a lot of stress, a lot of suffering, just a lot of difficulties. So we need to slow it down, accept this moment. Then you can see, how can I change this moment? This moment is absolutely miserable. I don't want to be here. It's noisy. It's crowded. Or maybe you're in a place that you really don't want to be, like a prison or someplace else. And it's just going to create a lot of stress, a lot of suffering. But you just have to accept, this is where I am for right now. It doesn't have to be my permanent reality. I can change it. But we have to realize that we are the divine essence, that we are the spirit, the soul. So even if you're in prison for a lifetime, this is still a temporary human experience or a temporary earth experience. This is not our first rodeo. We've had many lives before this one and many lives after this one, which I talked about before, that this is not our first rodeo. We've been here before. And we're having all these experiences to add to our collective wisdom, to add to our collective essence. That, yeah, you may be in prison right now or disabled or whatever it may be. That's not our permanent reality. That's not where you're going to be in 500 years. Your spirit, and you'll probably be in another body, maybe on Earth, maybe a different galaxy. But we get hung up on this. So we just really have to accept that this is the current situation. Let me pause, take a moment, and see if I can change this situation. Or maybe if you're really skilled in practice, you can start grounding yourself and start doing some visualizations to create this new reality before it becomes a reality, to believe it before you see it. For most people, I have to see it to believe it. But we need to flip that around and say, no, my beliefs, my vibration create my reality. So if you're always stressed, suffering, how's that next moment going to shape up? Probably filled with stress and suffering. It's just this weird loop that we get in. We have to see that this is a situation. I'm going to see a different way. Because we're always stuck with seeing things as they are and being stuck with as it is. But we can change the situation. We can change our reality. It all starts with what's in your head. It's usually all this garbage, all this head trash that we need to throw it out. It's not serving us. It's not supporting us. We just need to get rid of it to live the life that we want to live. But the mind does not like change. The mind doesn't like to say, I am where I am, and that's good enough. But realize that. You are where you are, and it's good enough. I can get myself into this moment and then create a new reality. You have to accept, it's all about accepting this moment. It's good enough. It might not be desirable, but it's good enough to allow you to experience this life, to learn from it. But just find that peace within yourself, that divine essence. Then you can change everything. You can become a deliberate creator. Well, just slow it down and take good care of yourself. And I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye for now.